Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
If I traded it all.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I absolutely love my show. And the reason why I love it so much is it's, from soup to nuts, all sorts of information for people out there. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We will share the show later on. And what's really cool is you can put in the bar and on Facebook, you can put in Networking Arizona and watch us live in here right now doing the show. My first guest, you've been on my show several times. I have with me Mike Roberts. He's the owner of Oak Wealth Management. You said this month is your 20-year anniversary. Well, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the show. I want you to get up on that mic, and I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself. You know, being in that you're a financial advisor, it's kind of important for people to hear that because they're going to entrust themselves with you.
I started in this business 20 years ago. Started up in Eugene, Oregon, and moved down here in 2008. And I still have an office in Eugene. But before that, I worked 20 years as an accountant. I don't do that anymore, but somewhere in my brain is still the accounting stuff, tax stuff that I can help clients.
You're a money guy.
Money guy. That's exactly
Absolutely.
right. I like that word. My third favorite word.
Is money? What's your first? Don't go there. Freedom.
Freedom.
That's really good.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Now, today before
Yes.
you came on,
Yes.
you were talking to me about how there's a lot of questions that people should be asking when they're going to go get a financial advisor, when they're going to start doing that.
Correct.
There's also things that they need to prepare, also for the new year. It's a new year.
Yeah.
So I know you had some cards there. I don't know what we did with them, but I want to know, what was the first question? You said the first question that everyone always asks you is, what's a fiduciary?
Correct. They've heard it around either on the radio or on TV. They ask, what is a fiduciary? Well, I can barely spell it, but I know what it means. Basically, it means you are putting the interest of your client or clients in front of you. Your interest when it comes to fees, when it comes to recommendations, when it comes to different investment ideas. You're always putting the client first before yours. Now, there's ways that people come in and they don't, a non-fiduciary does not have to disclose a lot of information to the client and doesn't have to disclose fees and such like that. But a fiduciary really has to.
What I'm going to ask you, I
Yes.
know there's some here, but I
Right.
have some in my mind.
Sure.
What is the difference between going into an independent financial advisor as opposed to going to somebody who's in one of those big firms?
What I like to do is compare it to the insurance business. You have independent insurance brokers that represent several companies, and then you have what we call captive insurance companies, like that only represent that particular insurance company. And whatever they tell you to sell or share with the public. The same thing works in the financial arena, whereby if you're in a captive financial arena, then they tell you what to push and what to sell and what to have the client invest in. As an independent broker or financial advisor, you have a wide variety of different investment you can do with the client without being pressured to just do one or two.
Now, when to me, I love this, and the reason why is because some people will just look on Google, right? It's very important to have a 5-star rating, right? And I love that one of the reasons why I love this show, especially for almost everyone that's on here, is that they can hear a little bit about you,
right,
as opposed to just somebody said, which is cool, or a little ad, right? But I think that's what's really neat is why is experience important?
I can let me relate that to me, if I can, for a minute. 10 years ago, I didn't hardly have any experience in legacy planning, which is basically estates, wills, trust, etc. So 10 years ago, I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to be the best I can be in that, where I can share with the client, where they want their money to go should they decease, how they want to protect it, what do they want to go to the kids. I mean, a big question I'm asked all the time is, my son or daughter just got recently married for the second time. We like our new in-law, but we want to protect our money from our new in-law.
Okay.
So how do we do that? And so we talk about that. How do we do that?
Right.
And so that's part of a legacy.
That's because they got educated from the first time. They learned their lesson.
That's right. That's right.
Now, I like to give out your information.
Sure.
First of all, his phone number is 480-656-8306. It's OakWM for wealthmanagement.com. And I know it's Friday.
Yes, it is.
I know it's Friday.
You can tell by the traffic.
Yeah, you can, but here it's crazy all the time. But I mean, what I know that a lot of people out there are probably driving around and getting ready for whatever. This information that you're hearing here, it could be today, it could be another time. That's one thing that happens all the time on the show. Write the number down, and put it in your phone. 480-656-8306. I think having a complimentary, which I'm doing, that you do, a consultation, hearing him here right now is great. And then, pick up the phone and give him a call and talk to him and find out some of the things that you can do to help, right? Now, again, that phone number is 480-656-8306. I don't want to go through these too fast because you offer a lot of different services, right? And obviously, estate planning is now one of them.
Right.
And it makes sense. I mean, I'm going to make all this money. Now, what am I going to do with it and who am I going to give it to? What are some of the other services that you offer?
So we do employee training as far as 401k goes. We do investments. We like to use alternative investments. Alternative investments basically are investments that don't have a market volatility to them, but you still make money. We also do planning for, not really planning, we also talk about, as clients are getting older, we talk about guardianship and conservatorship. The other day I was talking to a 25-year-old, and I said, part of the deal is, you and your wife have 2 kids. Who's going to be the guardian or conservator? Well,
we're going to talk about that further when we come back. His phone number to call, it's 480-656-8306. His website is OakWM4wealthmanagement.com. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute.
At ATAX, we're more than just numbers. Whether you need help untangling your personal finances or simply overwhelmed in managing your business accounting needs, relax. We can help. ATAX has the professionals you need to make your life easier. Let us handle your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes and incorporation services, plus much more. You can count on accurate and reliable tax and business services from ATAX. For a free consultation, call 623-213-7733 or visit MrDsTax.com. That's MrDsTax.com.
Tired of paying high hourly fees when you need a plumber? With Cobra Plumbing, you get the same great service as the other guys, but you pay by the job, not the hour. So if you have a residential plumbing issue, don't wait. Call Cobra Plumbing today. Plus, our work is guaranteed. So call us today for your free estimate. Call 602-663-8432. That's 602-663-8432. To see a list of our complete service offerings, go to cobraplumbing.net.
Experience the difference with Dr. Skin Med Spa, led by Dr. Rohit Jaswal. Our renowned medical team is committed to a bespoke VIP experience that will leave you looking and feeling your best. At Dr. Skin Med Spa, we can reshape, reduce, or enhance your physique to create your dream silhouette by smoothing fine lines and wrinkles for a more dynamic, vital, and youthful appearance. For appointments, call 480-904-3311 or visit drskinmedspa.com. Do you ever play the lottery? If so, you can definitely increase your odds of winning by playing through a lottery pool. The ticket costs are shared, so you pay only pennies per ticket, yet you can still win millions. This unique service is offered by PowerPick, which has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Check out this amazing deal. You can share in 105 tickets in Powerball, Pick, and Mega Millions for only $4.75. Go to easypooling.com, spelled E, the letter Z, then pooling.com. That's easypooling.com.
Wow, everybody wants greater health, wealth, and happiness. We at Hypnotic One help everyone achieve that by eliminating your negative, unwanted, outdated habits and addictions in 1 to 7 days and include a lifetime warranty. Now's the time to take control or eliminate drugs, alcohol, smoking, weight gain, stress, and depression. We at Hypnotic One make changing fast, fun. Call now, 602-547-0446. For a 1-hour consultation and motivational CD, it is priceless and life-changing.
Hi, I'm Randy Courtney, broker-owner of Weichert Realtors, Courtney Valley. We're in the Valley for over 37 years. We handle all your residential needs. If you're thinking about making a move, call me for an expert broker price opinion. Find out what to do to your home to maximize its value. You'll be surprised at what you'll learn and well worth the time with me. I will tell you what most agents will not. Call me today at 480-705-9600. At Courtney Valley White Properties, we handle your real estate needs, big or small. We handle them all.
If I traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Mike Roberts. He's the owner of Oak Wealth Management. And during the break, we talked to Facebook Land. And one of the things that we were talking about, a little bit about guardianship and the difference between what a guardianship is. Conservative, did I say that right? Conservator. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you also were talking a little bit about the power of attorney. And you said people need to understand not just what a power of attorney is, but also how it works. Go ahead.
So, the power of attorney basically is signed by the person when they're healthy and competent, et cetera, and they're giving power to that person or persons to be able to act on their behalf, whether it is to make investment decisions, write checks, get medication, sign for the person, et cetera. So then that's what a power of attorney does. Unfortunately, as we were talking in the break, was a lot of people don't understand that a power of attorney cannot change a beneficiary on an IRA, on anything to do in a will or anything like that. So unless there's extenuating circumstances, but those extenuating circumstances will probably cost a lot of money. Therefore, before a power of attorney kicks in, then all those beneficiaries, trust, wills, et cetera, should be set up.
Well, we were talking a little bit about my ex-mother-in-law situation. Luckily for them, her faculties are there. Most of the time, that's not the case, right?
Right.
People that are getting this done. There's some people that have already had it done, and like hers, and they were all done wrong. You know, not that everything was wrong, but a lot was, because rules have changed.
Correct.
And so, do you do second opinions?
Yeah, I like to do like doctors do, and give the second opinion on a financial plan or a retirement savings plan or retirement income plan. Whatever the case may be.
It's super important that you dust them off,
Yes.
And we are talking about right now not only your financial, portfolios, right, but your estate plans and all of that, because they go hand in hand. Right?
Yep.
Especially at the end. And I will tell you now, I've seen it now firsthand with my ex-husband and his mom, that how important it is and how hard it is. Because let's say now she's just sitting there, right? She knows what's going on. Does she really care anymore? Not really, But people who are really truly incapacitated and they can't be a part of it at all. If they only knew how hard it is on the family members and how long it's going to take for them to be on the phone, because nobody now, you don't walk into a bank and they talk to you anymore.
Right.
You got to have, it's all done differently. Right?
Yeah. You have to have, I always exaggerate, but you have to have 15 forms of ID.
You do.
And you have to have all this information because of the fraud, because of the cyber hacks, because of the security, so on and so forth. It's so predominant now.
And by the way, you brought that up. It just so happened that she also had some fraud happen.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot, little bit, but like 4 days had to go by because they had to get X things done. Things had to be signed. It couldn't be done just walking in the bank, hey, this needs to be done. They had to talk to her. Let me tell you, folks, once that happens and now 4 days go by, how much more are they going to do to you? So it's very important that you're on top of it and getting it done now. This is what you're talking about.
Right.
Being proactive is what we're talking about. Yes, you are a financial advisor, but you're talking about not only their finances to help them have their nice portfolio, but your legacy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, and to make sure that people are protected and making it easier at the end. Did you want to talk about anything else on that with the power of attorneys or anything?
Just along a subsection of that would be one of the things that I pride myself on is that we do the maximum effort to avoid probate, because it becomes costly and it becomes time-consuming, and you lose control.
Sure, that's terrible. That's what you don't want, right? Now, Mike has been doing this for this year's 20-year anniversary. He does free consultations. He does second opinions. And right now he's just talking to you about, how you should quiz your retirement advisor, but also what he does different, too, than some of the others and what he's added. He does a free consultation. If you do have things in order, great. If you don't or you haven't done them for a while, dust them off, bring them out and have them looked at. 480-656-8306. It's OakWM for wealthmanagement.com. I want to come over here because you also talk a little bit about your fee structure. Okay, let's talk about that. Go ahead.
Usually that coincides with being a fiduciary. So because the client knows up front how much you're going to charge. Do you have a sliding scale where the more money that's under management, the less fee? Well, that should happen no matter what. Because a person with, $200,000 shouldn't be, should be charged a little bit more than somebody with $2 million. So it should be on a sliding scale that way. Number one. Number two, I try to take an investment portfolio and we try to take away or discard certain investments that I might be getting paid for by the company. So why should I be paid but twice?
Okay.
That's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Can we go back to services for a minute?
Oh, okay.
You ask about services and what we do. One of the things that I really like to do is, if I don't provide the service, then I'd like to have a list of people that I could refer to, like a CPA.
Right.
That I'm comfortable with the CPA. We work well together. They're going to have the best interests for the client, like myself. And so I do have a list of those. So you have resources.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And so you offer a lot to your clients.
Yeah.
And your clients become family?
Absolutely. Yeah. I've been to many funerals. Unfortunately or fortunately.
You've been for a long time, right? Yeah. You're both in Oregon and here. And, so you offer quite a bit of a plethora of services. And again, he is a fiduciary, which is very important to hear too, because that means that he's looking out in your best interest. So your investment approach, what is that?
Let's make as much money as we can by using different strategies. The two biggest I use is a growth strategy combined with an income strategy, because that's called total return. And if we can get that up, not only are we going to make more money, but the second thing is, if we have a market slide, we have a certain amount of protection built in. And that's how I like to work.
Right. And with your client, we have a couple of minutes left. Okay. I just want to ask you if there's anything else that you would want to say to them out there about you and how you work.
Well, I think the key is, if there's a question that a client has or a situation that they have that perhaps I can't help them with, or I will certainly help them find the solution.
Right. But I think you've been doing this for 20 years.
20 years, right? Last time I checked.
And the main thing that you want to do is, when you're working with someone, these are some of the questions that you do want to ask. And to make sure that you find a vetted, how do you find a vetted fiduciary?
Well, you have to look at their history. There's a way to look on a couple of websites supplied by the Securities Exchange Commission that they can, because they vet you too, and you can find out information about the advisor through that. I
think the best thing to do is have a consultation. It's free consultation with Mike. His phone number to call, it's 480-656-8306. He'll do a second opinion. He's not just talking about financial planning, which is something that everybody needs to start doing no matter what. But also, you already have a portfolio, whatever. He also combines that with your estate planning as well. Again, that phone number is 480-656-8306. It's OAK, WN for wealthmanagement.com.